A warning to all about to listen to this podcast. The following audio may contain spoilers and inappropriate language. However, this podcast will definitely contain some bad opinions. You have been warned, but for now, let's get on with the show. I'm just going to hit the record button now, and I'll play the entrance music while you're getting questions or whatever.
But hey, are we doing intros during the intro?
Right, I'll play it live for a little bit, right?
Wait, am I on a timer for how to edit?
No, we're live.
Right. And then when it kicks into this part, normally when I edit it, I turn it down here, and you say, hello everybody, welcome to the Anime Abroad podcast.
Go.
No, I need a script.
You don't have one. Go.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Anime Abroad podcast.
Boo.
Hey, you cunt. Am I meant to keep talking?
Yeah,
start,
I have no idea who I am.
Did we start or what?
Yeah, we are.
So, for whatever reason, I'm hosting the Anime Abroad podcast. I'm James from Australia. As usual, we've got Dave.
Down under.
Hello.
We've got Dave from the north of England. We've got Cassie from Canada, and Ego or Ravi, whichever one you normally go with. Stu's here, but no, he's of all the flavors he's chosen.
Stu's not here for all effective purposes.
I'll just hit stop right there.
Is that it? How'd I go?
That was fine. That was great. It's better than what I normally do.
Okay.
Alright then, we're going to do another Q&A session, I guess, because we couldn't really think of anything anime
because
related.
we haven't been watching anything.
I've watched 2 shows recently.
I downloaded a bunch. I mean, bought a bunch.
Using my great broadband that we have right here in Liverpool, Virgin Media.
I've read some visual novels and rewatched some things.
I watched Psycho-Pass 2, that was surprisingly good, and I watched Shingeki no Bahamut's Genesis, which was... Yeah, it was nice.
I saw some decent gifs on Tumblr.
I've got things I want to watch.
So, James the Quizmaster will,
Oh, just jumping right into it.
Yep, if you want.
Alright. Well, since we've had the recent UK election, I figured this is somewhat topical. If you were elected Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, how would you deal with the immigration crisis?
I would brick up the Channel Tunnel, for a start, and I would get a load of Poles in to do the brick job because they'd be cheap.
Right.
Pretty much it.
Controversial.
But on a serious note, probably some kind of Australian-based immigration system like what you guys have had. I've got. It seems to be working, I guess.
Had before Tony Abbott, right?
Before Tony
So
Abbott.
it's gone out the window.
What would you guys do to stop immigration into your country?
I'm not going to stop immigration.
Well, hang on, yeah.
Well, stop it completely limited.
How would you keep the fuckers out?
Yeah, that's an Australian-based point system, I guess. Would probably be it.
Well, Australia did something right, there you go.
You've done many things wrong, your country's fantastic. If only it were like, I don't know, 20 degrees lower in temperature all year round. I might actually visit there one day.
And every creature that wasn't a fucking Tasmanian devil was dead.
Yeah, but the Tasmanian devils are only on the island of Tasmania, aren't they?
No, well, originally, yeah. But they all started dying.
Dirty immigrants, they got on a boat, they sneaked over to Australia.
Fun fact about Tasmania, actually. It's the only place in the entire world that's ever successfully committed genocide. We killed every single indigenous Australian in Tasmania.
Alright,
no
then.
shadow of a lie.
Let's make sure that's still recording. Yeah, it's still going, yeah.
Oh, well, American immigration policy is a lot more complicated because of our vast borders that are, directly linked to another first world country, Canada. And basically the problem with illegal immigration is, them using the resources that we have planned out for our citizens. But what I think is the bigger problem is actually, allowing people a proper path to the citizenship structure rather than having them in limbo for 15, 20 years.
Didn't Obama recently do something to change that, though?
No, nothing happened.
Oh, he tried then, I guess.
He tried, but...
God bless him.
He's tried a lot of things. Yeah, that's about it.
Cassie, Canadian immigration.
I assume it's alright.
It's actually fairly easy to get legal Canadian immigration.
I just figure it's like, hey, if you can, prove in some way that you'll be fucking useful to our country, come on
That's
in.
Actually
Otherwise,
exactly
no.
it. Because I have a lot of relatives who are in India trying to get into Canada,
Yeah.
and it's a lot fucking easier than America.
And then you can sneak across the border.
Yeah, of course. But
but
why
I
would
think
you?
as long as
Because
you
they
have
have
something to
fucking
offer,
free
that's fine.
healthcare and shit. Why- like the purpose of getting into Canada is so much more exciting than getting into the United States because they have so much more to offer. They're like their population is literally nothing compared to the United
It's
States.
true.
Surprisingly enough.
It's not.
I mean, to add more to what I was going to say as well, what I said earlier on, and that's agree with Cassie as well. If you're coming over to this country and you have a skill that you can provide, then I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be allowed in.
Yeah.
One of the biggest factors for getting Canadian immigration is the fact that you can speak English. And there's a test called
Good.
the IELTS, IELTS, which basically proves that. And I've had relatives who can speak English, successfully pass that test. I've had relatives who fucking blow at English, fail that test, and it seems like a good indicator of what you're capable of in
I mean,
English.
I guess that's something in
It
this country.
can't be that strict of a test, not gonna lie. Because I've seen a lot of people like apply for like jobs at like where I work and shit. And they can speak some English words, but most of them are what does this mean?
Right.
And it's like it's just like they're applying for a job in a place where you kind of need to communicate with people. And that's why it's like, you sure you want this job?
I mean, I guess for like skilled labour, for like plumbers, electricians, joiners and stuff like that. I mean, if they know what they're doing, then I don't really think.
Well, also, like, I
having to learn
assume
English is
while they're
a
here,
complete
that is a
necessity.
better way to learn English than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
You already have like a foundation,
I
obviously.
mean, you got everybody.
Right, but that's why they need the foundation.
Yeah.
I mean,
They can't, like,
everybody,
be
but everybody in this
completely
room
clueless.
right now can speak English, but you can't understand Scouse, for example. And if you went to Manchester, you won't be able to understand the
Actually,
Manchester
I
accent.
understood almost everything James said last night.
And that's a really thick Scouse accent, as we know. So yeah.
Also, you didn't understand Brian when he said Pharaoh.
That's because he said it wrong, though, in fairness.
yeah,
Yeah.
you said it wrong. Yeah,
It's
But I knew what he
Fero.
was
God,
saying.
it's spelled F-E-A-R.
I know,
Yeah,
I
You
know.
don't
but-
pronounce fear
No,
as
no,
fair.
As
I
soon
know
as he said
for-
Pharaoh, I was like, yeah.
No, I know for a fact he meant to say Ferrothorn and somebody else helped him out. He fucking flew past that round.
I
He
know.
meant to say Ferrothorn. I know for a fact he meant to say Ferrothorn. He hasn't got a fucking Scooby what Pharaoh is. Fuck that guy.
Are we done with the immigration question?
Yeah,
or do we
I
have
guess. I've
anything
got no
else
more
to
to
add
add.
We spoke about that for a while.
Yeah, and I definitely agree it's fair that someone coming into your country should be able to contribute some way, but there's also the problem of like integration. So say someone comes from a very different culture, should they have to adapt in some way to the culture?
No, they should be allowed to impose Sharia law.
Right, moving on.
It's one such
Really, that's such a vast and complicated question
It
that
is.
you can't really answer it. Like,
But if somebody come over that start taking over and making their
right?
culture,
If
Yeah,
it
yeah,
ruins
absolutely.
the culture of the country that they're moving into,
Yeah.
They should,
Yeah.
they should be free to practice what they preach, provided it doesn't go against what the
Right.
country they've moved into stands for, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
and it shouldn't spread so much further than themselves. Like, you
But
can't
that's
just-
really hard to say with religion stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously they're not imposing Sharia law or anything, but
Well, it's actually kind of happened in this country quite a few times.
Yeah.
Like, Muslims in this country have set up Sharia areas inside of London. Like, and they have, thugs going around London. And if they spot somebody with a bottle of wine, for example, or if
Yeah.
somebody's drunk, they'll go over and give them a big speech. But they won't go up to big gangs of kids who are sharing a bottle of fucking Frosty Jacks or something like that.
Well, that's
No.
called common sense.
They'll go over to one girl on her own who's walking down the street with a bottle of wine in a bag or something like that. So I mean, it does happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
the police should step up and do more in that
Right.
in that situation. But
right, you can't have vigilante action.
yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, if the police don't step in that case, I've even seen it. I've heard of it happening.
No, I mean you can't have vigilante
You wanna say
action in
something,
terms
Stu?
of the.
Yeah, I agree completely. I agree. Yeah.
Alright, well, in the same vein, but in a much less serious manner, if you were to immigrate somewhere and live the rest of your life there, where would it be? It has to be a different country. You can't fuck off to, London.
Wales. No, I don't know.
A different country.
I'm having somebody. I'm having somebody wave the Scottish flag. I would probably say either Canada or America.
Honestly, I mean, it would
I'm
have
sorry,
to be,
James, but Australia is far too hot for me.
You know, it snows if you go south enough.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to take the risk.
Yeah, I wouldn't live in Tasmania either.
Yeah, and plus your fucking internet.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll get
wow.
there one day.
I don't know, maybe somewhere in Scandinavia. I mean, like, Norway seems like a really great place that I'd
It's
love to go
expensive.
visit, but
It's
my
really expensive.
£8 a pint, that's worse than London, so
Yeah, fuck that.
I couldn't move there.
I
You
would
stop
consider Canada or the UK.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
This place is
No love.
rubbish.
I mean, where else?
I mean, Scotland's okay.
One day he'll say something.
No love for the Great Down Under.
What about you, Cassie?
You told me I can't pick anywhere else in Canada.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Proper country.
If you were forced to go somewhere,
Don't
What?
pick the United States.
I'm gonna do the States. Okay.
cheap cider. Cheap cider.
Brighton.
Brighton.
I don't know. I have
But
to actually
Brighton's full of
consider
gays
that.
and they cause floods.
Yeah, I can't wait.
According to, the
Australia does sound pretty
Archbishop of
fucking good.
Canterbury.
No, it doesn't.
That's because you fucking live in sub-zero temperatures for some reason.
That's why I picked Canada. Freezing cold all the time, perfect for someone like me.
Australia sounds nice to visit.
People are all wrong. Shit to visit, great to live in. Okay.
Oh, just so the people listening know, the people that are listening.
There won't be many by this point.
All three.
They're like, wow, this is an anime.
We have a Scouser in the room, a Canadian, an Australian, an American, and a Scot.
Jock bastard.
He won't say anything.
He hates anime, and he hates us. We've no idea why he's here.
Okay. Well, since Cassie refuses to answer, I guess we'll move on. We'll probably get slightly on topic. What's an anime that you watched that surprised you with how good it was?
That's a tough one.
How about Renmei?
Really?
I wasn't expecting anything going into it, and I thought it sounded like pretentious bullshit, and I actually really liked it.
I expected, pretentious bullshit, and it turned out to be pretentious, less bullshit.
Yeah,
But-
it is kind of pretentious bullshit, but it's like, it was enjoyable. Like, I thought it would be like one of those too deep for you can't understand type things, and it's just like, no, actually, I really, really liked it.
Speaking of one of those too deep for you can't understand it things, you guys should watch Kino's Journey at some point.
I've heard about it. I'm not quite
It's
sure
about
if I'd
12
like it.
episodes. It's very calm. You can just watch it while you're going to sleep or something.
Yeah, I've just spotted that on my list. And it's definitely in my top 5. I'll probably say The Dust Made of Amnesia, because that first episode doesn't really give you an indication of where the show's going to go. But then, yeah, you're like 5 episodes in and like, God, my emotions. So, what? So yeah, Dust Maiden, I expected nothing from it, and I got one of my favourite animes of all time, so yeah, I'd probably say that.
Same thing for Tiger and Bunny, really.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
okay,
good.
it's-
I wanted to watch it, and it wasn't on Crunchyroll, and I was too fucking lazy to
It's
download it.
actually really good, but
Okay.
nobody takes my recommendation on it.
It seems pretty popular. It has a lot of merchandise.
It does, but at the same time, hardly anybody I ever speak to knows about it.
Huh. Because that's one of those things that I saw a bunch of merch for and shit, and I was like, what is that all
Yeah.
about? And I had to look it
I
up.
see it recommended from time to time, but I don't see anybody ever actually picking up the recommendation. You should definitely check out at least the first episode.
I always give everything a 3-episode rule,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
I might check it out in the future.
I mean, download the first episode and just see if you would actually want to
You should
watch
give
the
it
rest of
more
it.
than the 3-episode rule.
I did give Amahana the 3-episode
I said you should give
rule.
it more than the 3-episode rule.
Well, no.
You should give it the 12-episode rule.
Yeah, the 11-episode rule even.
No.
Oh, yeah, right.
What about you?
What's that?
She said hibernate, right?
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. What about you, James?
Well,
He's watched 2 anime.
pretty much any anime that is good would surprise me with how good it is, because... Which isn't that I had a predisposition towards disliking anime, I just never really thought much of it.
Yeah, James, didn't you want to watch this as well?
I did.
I do.
It's cute.
I have to watch. Oh, it looks cute. Yeah. At least I know
It's
better.
not.
It's
It's really not.
Madoka Magica.
It's deceptively horrific.
right. Well, I did end up watching Anohana by my own free will. I swear.
Stu, put the gun down.
Blinking loudly. No, but because, I expect, whatever, it's a cartoon, I'll probably like it. But it actually really genuinely surprised me with how much quality could be in an animated TV show.
Cool.
And then I watched Angel Beats. It was fun.
Angel Beats.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I don't know, like, it's hard for me to critique anime just because I don't really have much to compare it to.
Fair enough.
But, I don't know, I feel like Angel Beats, it was kind of like, they jumped over some plot points almost.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Fucking
Full details
these
of what we
two
think.
love-
Please do go ahead and visit the episode, what was it, like 9 of Reanimates or something like that?
Oh, right.
We've definitely covered that, yeah.
Okay.
It
I don't think I
feels
was there.
rushed because they don't cover anything, but it goes through the plot line really, like, it's a nice pace, it's just almost too fast paced for you to get enough information.
Yeah, it's like they had a really good idea, but they could have executed it better.
Cassie and Dave both love Yui. Or
Yui
I don't like
Yui?
Yui.
I love Yui.
wait, which one is Yui then?
Yui's the
little
lighter
pink
pink
girl.
hair girl.
Oh no, which one is the
Yuri.
Yuri.
I like
Yuri.
Yuri.
Fucking, of course.
Yeah, Yuri's my favorite.
Yeah.
I
okay.
like Yui.
Yeah,
Yui was the crazy one.
Yui was
Yeah.
great.
Yuri was
Yuri-
my favorite girl.
I really fucking disliked her character
Yeah,
just
I see.
because it seems like, oh look, horrible family accident. This is someone you should love because they were in a horrible family accident.
Wait, are you talking about Yuri?
Yeah.
I'll fucking fight you, mate.
Oh!
Yeah, it's fucking like, who cares?
Yuri is the
really?
best.
No, she's okay. I'm the middle ground on this one. I can take it or leave it.
Yeah, getting back to the West, what's just a
I
film...
can look you in the eye in person now.
I probably, you shouldn't have asked that question. We sat right next to Cassie.
She cares about everyone like they're her family because of her siblings.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm a single child.
I care!
I'm a single child.
I'm the oldest sister!
I have a younger
Okay.
brother, but like, that just seemed way too out there.
They were a rich family.
And?
I don't know. It was out there. I admitted that in one episode. I was like, they wouldn't actually shoot the kids. They'd probably make the threat, but...
I think we actually discussed this within that podcast I just mentioned, but yeah, we went off that. Maybe, some people in this world are fucking crazy.
I accepted it.
Same question, but for any film. So any film that, you went into thinking whatever, it might be okay and surprised you with how good it was.
Nightcrawler. It's fuck, what's his name?
Is that
Jake
next-
Gyllenhaal.
Is that an X-Men spin-off by any chance?
No.
Yeah, you had my interest, but that wasn't what that was.
Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal goes around filming.
We probably should watch what
Like
we
car
say here because we
accidents
do
and
have
stuff.
a movie reviewer in the room. He's currently dying.
If he doesn't like Nightcrawler, he's fucking stupid.
No, I do. But did you have a predisposition to it?
No.
You got only glorious reviews.
Yeah, it was just I didn't think I would like the movie as much as I did because it was just kind of like bleak. I didn't expect it to be so profound for the very low budget kind of thing it looked like.
I mean, I think the last thing that I watched, it's a pretty old film to my knowledge. Stu, you can point me, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this one.
Okay,
but,
Bill.
Schindler's List. I didn't know anything about it when I watched it. Like my R fella was constantly telling me keep watching it, watch it, and I got round to it about a month ago and I finally watched it. And yeah, it was fucking phenomenal. Really, really good movie. Drop that grin off your face right now, mister.
See, this is where I like to go, about a year ago, my friends made me watch this movie called Fight Club. Except the thing was, I didn't like it, so it wasn't actually impressive.
Talk about that.
We don't.
We don't
No.
talk about Fight Club. We should carry on. This is really hitting Stu inside.
Fucking people.
That Rush movie was pretty good. I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
enjoyed that.
That is a great film.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen any live action movies in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I rewatched 50 First Dates about 2 weeks ago. That was fantastic.
Look, live
Today?
action movie? Is that a movie that isn't anime?
Yeah,
So just a movie.
the one that we the one that we watched about an hour ago.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying, oh man, you fucking fairy.
I still don't see what was so good about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Scousers being Scousers, I guess. I mean, me coming
and
from
Sam
this place.
Jackson being.
I
Sam
didn't
Jackson.
hate it. It was just well, okay, that happened. It was an experience. I'm probably going to forget it.
Somebody will mention 51st Date to me again, and I'll be like, "What's that?"
Also, I'm not gonna lie, when that was first
See,
approached,
I heard 51st Dates.
I also thought you guys were saying 51st dates, and
That's
then
what
saying
I
it so
heard.
scout. So I
That's
was
a
like,
shite move.
I don't think that was very.
Yeah, it was rubbish.
That's why I looked at you like this when you first said it. I was like, Dave wants to watch 51st Dates?
Hey, it's a great film.
And then I was like, nah, it's Scouse humour. You'll love it. Like, there was a Scouse in there?
Just gonna go along with this. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Okay. Have you guys ever had your own ideas for an anime plot? If you had the studio required to put out your own TV series?
I know what studio I'll pick. I know the staff behind it, but I don't
Dean!
I mean, like, I could pick a director, I could pick a studio, I could pick somebody to make the soundtrack, but do I have a story? No. I picked, like, if I had a story, I would pick UFO Table to animate it, I would have Gen Urobuchi direct it, and I would probably say Sawano to do the music for it. That's all I've got, really. I could pick some voice actors as well.
If I had to pick an anime, it would just be like fucking a VN that I enjoyed in some way. That'd be about it.
It has to be high action though for me. Like if I'm getting
Well,
UFO
for
Table
you.
to do something, it's going to be really flashy, lots of explosions, some
I don't know which
guns.
one I would actually pick though. Actually, I don't even know if I would want that because all the animes based off of VNs are fucking awful.
Not all of them.
All the ones I've watched. You let Fate stay!
No.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking terrible. So
I like what UFO Table have done to Fate Stay Night. The visual novel might be shite. Fate Stay Night is infallible. It cannot be wrong. It cannot be judged. It is perfect in every way, shape, or form.
it's
I don't
pretty
know.
shit.
Like, Hakuoki is super popular for, like, Otome VNs, and I didn't like the anime for it much at all. Didn't care for it. Haven't finished it. The Amnesia one, fucking awful. Diabolic Lovers, ha! Like, there are good VNs for games that, well, Otome games, I guess. Like, it's just like, they're all really
Our
fucking
visual
bad.
novels games. We're gonna have this debate again.
See, I wouldn't even argue that they're, like, really games, but I was for that because A to Z, and,
Yeah.
that's a lot of things I know.
I still can't believe Brian won that as well. Fucking
Jenga
Jenga
World
Online.
Tour.
Jenga World Tour.
Does anyone tour the world with Jenga? Like, surely not.
I'll
Stephen
fucking
Soft's
fight
like,
you.
what?
Jenga is my life. Jenga, do or die.
I'll send you the Shadow Realm through Jenga.
So how about you, Ravi?
I would have ideas, but they wouldn't like be fully developed.
Yeah.
Basically, I've like tried to write out plots for stories and stuff, but apart from that, I haven't really thought of anything. Nothing specifically for anime.
I feel like Dave has the best answers because he says who he likes for every category, but he doesn't know what he'd put for it. And the rest
Yeah,
of us is
I
like,
mean,
it's kind of one of them. Like when I'm sleeping, like I stay awake for a long time when I'm going to sleep because like my brain just doesn't switch off. So just to distract me from thinking about random things, and it is just random things. It's kind of like, I should probably paint that wall. I wonder how the economy's getting on. Just random shit like that. So like, I do think of stories in my mind when I'm trying to go to sleep to distract me or whatever. But
yeah, that's why I just listen to stories that have actually been written.
no, I do the
yeah,
same thing.
I,
But
I probably should try that at some point.
they're not good stories. I wouldn't publish them.
No, definitely not.
Also,
Nothing
like, I've
published.
tried putting my thoughts together to actually write them down. No, it sounds like shit on paper. It sounds good in my head. Fuck that.
I've done exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I would write like fantasy things, but they would just be recycled.
hang on a minute, we've had the distraction. I'd like the details, please.
Just watching porn.
All right then. Sorry, wait, wait, wait.
Do we need a new question yet?
No,
If you want.
I finished. Okay.
We don't want it.
No, you guys are answering them too fast for me to find more. Or think of more.
Quick, who's your favorite porn star?
Actually, that is a good one. Go ahead.
God, there's so many.
Long Dong Silva.
Oh, what was that guy called? Jeremy something.
What?
There's a male porn star called Jeremy something, and he's really famous. He was in like Big Brother or something like that. It's like a reality TV show over here. He looks like a paedophile, and I just can't remember
I
his
think
name.
Male
that's in
porn
America too. Is it that
I'm
dude with
pretty
curly
sure
hair?
I know who it is. Is it the guy with like kind of like balding, long hair?
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
Furry mustache.
Yes, that man.
Fuck, what is his actual name?
Sue, say it. You know it.
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy.
You're sitting back there shaking your head.
He was in Ghostbusters.
That's the only answer we're getting from this question?
Yeah, Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy is the
We have
answer.
4 guys in one room, and your favourite porn star gives us Ron Jeremy.
Obligatory Sasha Grey then.
Weak.
Hayden Winters, I guess.
Well, I need to Google these names.
You don't know who Sasha Grey
I know
is?
Sasha Grey. Alright, this is going to get a little bit more political again, but I can put a more personal spin on it. So obviously there's like the homeless crisis, which is pretty much everywhere in the world. But you personally, do you give money to the homeless or give food to the homeless where you can?
No.
No.
Not really.
Fucking hell.
I donate to the Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
And sometimes walking on the street, I
don't know, like, a lot
if
of
I
the
have
time
like
I'm
a
not-
quarter in my pocket.
Yeah. Like, I'm not
obviously,
carrying much
I don't
cash.
care.
Maybe if I had it on hand, I would. Like, if I just walked out of a shop and they had good timing, and I was like, what the fuck, I don't want to bother putting this in my purse. And they go, hey, do you have change? I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, take this off my hands. But that's not really me being nice.
Yeah.
That's them being a convenience to me.
I live in New York City where a lot of people are fucking scammers.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I knew a guy who made more money being homeless, in quotation marks, than he did doing anything else. That's what he did. He just was, like, professionally homeless and traveled across Canada.
Yep.
Yeah, we got one of those guys in London. At least one of them anyway
Yeah.
that I've heard of.
You can make a lot of money being homeless, apparently.
This
Although
guy-
I don't know why people have the balls to do it in Canada, fucking in the wintertime.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Sod
You
lads.
you need a place to stay or you're gonna fucking die. But I guess I support homeless shelters being a thing. That's a good idea.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And women's shelters and whatnot.
Bye. I love
He
you.
doesn't like the homeless.
Or maybe he loves the homeless and he's so disgusted.
Maybe he just went out to try and become homeless. He heard it's good money.
Oh no, he's got a book.
About the homeless.
No, wait, they brought him a chair.
Alright, fair enough. In the interest of morals and stuff
Oh
like that,
god.
This is getting fucking deep.
is there anything...
But the last one that we done was like, what was your ideal pizza topping?
Or would you rather be a dragon or have a dragon?
That's a fun question.
Holy shit, I'd love to be a dragon. Actually, can I control the dragon?
That's what I asked him. According to Niall, who asked the question, you can control the dragon.
Then yeah, I'd rather have
So
a
it's
dragon.
Well, you
Charles
shouldn't be able to
Orwell.
unconditionally control the dragon. You should be able, you have to work for it. You have to gain its trust.
Please, I just fucking like sick it on things.
Is there anything substantial in the way that you were brought up that you would change if you were to raise children?
Oh God.
No.
I wouldn't move around so much.
I'd have to
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, I'd agree with that one as well. I've lived in quite like in the same city, but
Yeah.
I've
I mean,
moved
obviously,
house a lot.
like it was. They had my parents had to do it. They were like.
For me, it would kind of be like I would be less strict than my dad, but I wouldn't be as loose with the rules as my mum. Because my mum goes way too easy on me, and my dad is far too hard on me. And obviously, those guys aren't a couple anymore. So like I'd have a really easy weekend, and I'd go to my dad's on the weekend or something like that, and he's just an asshole. So I'd like to find a nice balance.
I think my parents raised me great. I have literally zero complaints.
I mean, they were great parents. I'm not saying like, you know.
Wow, Cassie.
No, there were times when I thought they were too hard on me, and there's times when I think they're being really easy on me, and it's
Yeah.
just like, it's like, man, I love my parents. They
It
give me
was a
free
nice
I think your parents
Yeah.
should have stopped you from going into that goth phase or whatever.
Whoa.
I think they sort of
I don't know.
tried.
I've seen the photos. It's pretty fucking
Yeah,
great.
fuck you! He comes over to my house, he's like, is that Cassie?
It was Cassie.
My dad tried to stop me every time she was like, "Oh, nice haircut." As I'm walking, as my hair's gone past my shoulders, just mention the haircuts every fucking time. Like, God damn it, Dad! This is just the real me.
See? Yeah, like for shit like that, they'd be like, ugh. One time my dad, I think he stole one of my sweaters and put on my glasses, and my mom took a picture of him going... and that was the photo they showed him. I was like, yeah, this is Cassie. I I was angsty at the time. I wasn't happy. It was pretty funny though.
Normally this question would only relate to Dave, but now since Cassie is heavily involved in the topic, what do you guys think of Big Sam leaving West Ham?
Devastated.
Devastated.
You need someone like him answering questions to the media because he's fucking hysterical.
What if he wasn't the manager, but he just came in to talk to the press?
I'd be fine with that. I would be more than happy with that. If he became a representative, if he became a representative of West Ham, like an ambassador for West Ham, I would be.
Would you call him the West Ham ambassador?
Oh my god!
I absolutely would. I want it to happen. We need to tweet at Dave Gold. We need to get this to
West
happen.
Ham ambassador. Hashtag go.
Like that manager, like Mick McCarthy, for example. He's not the best manager on the planet, but my god, I love listening to that guy's press conferences. And the guy who used to manage Blackpool as well, Ian Holloway, I think, yeah. Just a reassuring note from Stu there that I got the name right. Like they're just so. The guy who manages Leicester now, what's his name?
Nigel Pearce.
Nigel Pearce, yeah. Like just whenever they have a press conference, they just say something really fucking stupid, and it's just fantastically funny. It's like we need people like that in football all the time. So yeah,
the comedic relief.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Because then you've got a manager like fucking Brendan Rodgers who's no fun whatsoever, and every time he has any kind of a fucking press conference, he's like, "Well, I thought the team showed great character today." And young Phil Coutinho. That's all I hear every time he has a fucking press conference.
Alright, we'll get less serious than that last one. How do you guys have your eggs?
Fuck eggs.
Whoa!
French toast or omelette, I guess. They're my favourites.
Okay.
Those are good. Good taste.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was a rubbish question, wasn't it?
How'd you have your eggs? I don't eat the eggs.
How do you pronounce omenite?
Omenite.
As a child,
Oi, mate.
oi mate. When I was a kid, I always called like the Pokemon and the cards. I called it oi mate.
Oi, mate.
Oi mate.
Stu, have you got an answer for that question?
Yeah, how do you
No comment.
I can pretend to be Stu for a bit.
At least I know what
Omenti.
Omenti.
You couldn't carry my bags, mate.
Alright, I swear this question is not a cop-out. If you guys have any questions you want to ask the group?
Has anybody
why
ever
is
been
James
as far
so
as
shit?
Has anybody ever been as far as to even to go to do to look more want like?
No.
Dave,
Only
can you like
sometimes.
go like to about 6 years ago and ask when that question was relevant?
It's still relevant today because nobody's answered it.
I just answered it.
Mm-hmm.
No is not the answer.
I said only sometimes.
Oh, it's still not the answer.
That's the answer.
I'm not satisfied.
That's my answer.
I need better answers than that.
Your memes are shit.
Nah, mate, the fucking dang. Just Google random questions.
That's not fun.
Yes, we have.
It's so
It
boring.
was fun last time. I had fun anyway.
That's shit. It's like, I don't know. Do you want to have kids or some shit like that?
Yes.
No.
No, that doesn't.
I've got a PC. That's enough responsibility for me.
I like how you bring up all the sites I've looked at before and gone,
Yeah,
this
they're
question's
boring,
fucking
man.
suck.
Exactly. Like music, everyone knows about music.
I don't know. I think I could start an argument between me and Cassie depending on the question.
Look at this question. This is fucking deep. How are you really?
I'm pretty fucking great. Meeting a bunch of my friends in real life for the first time.
I'm like kind of manipulative and.
Deep down, I hate everybody.
Are we all gonna die before we leave?
Yes.
Nice.
This one's not quite so bad. Do you like traveling?
No. I fucking hate it.
Well,
I would say indifferent.
I like it, but to places that aren't Liverpool.
I would have said I hated it before like 3 days ago, and after actually fucking suffering for 30-some hours and not getting a proper night's sleep, that's okay.
It depends what time I need to wake up and how much sleep I've had. Because if I've got to if I'm in bed by I don't know, normal time, like 12 o'clock for me, also you guys showed up. Like if I go to bed at 12 o'clock and I've got to be awake at 4 for a flight, which I've done before, which I can't fall asleep on anywhere except for a bed, so I can't sleep on a coach, can't sleep in a car or a plane. So no, I hate it.
Dude,
It's
when I had
really
to-
hard to.
When I was
Yeah.
flying to England, to Manchester from Belgium, I went to sleep at 10 p.m. No. Yeah, 10 p.m. Woke up at 2 a.m. Even though I could wake up at 3:30, just because my sleep schedule wouldn't allow me to sleep past 2 a.m. for whatever reason. And
Jet lag.
yeah, jet lag mostly.
Jet
And
lag
then-
wasn't really a problem.
And I got on a flight. At
I think it's fair
7:30.
to point out at this point you flew from New York to Moscow to Belgium at this point, so
I mean, I can just lay it all out. I flew from New York, went to Moscow for 2 hours, flew to Belgium, and then stayed there for a few days, and then flew to England. We'll stay here.
Still
for a little
here.
bit. Still here. After a week in Birmingham, I came over to Liverpool to shitpost the IRL with these people. And then I'll be doing it all backwards.
But when you guys say you're a big fan of traveling, is it like the
I don't like
experience
going on
of
holiday.
the experience of travel? Well, the experience
every
of seeing
holiday
other
I've been on
places.
has been shite.
Traveling alone is pretty fucking great.
I've been to Greece twice, and I can remember like 1 or 2 days where I really enjoyed it, and then I remember just being in a hot climate that I fucking hate. I was too young to drink, and then I went to the Dominican Republic, and it was the same thing again, and it was a really big spider that I'd seen, and that was just...
Poor baby.
Oh, muffin.
Australia, where?
I've seen a huge cockroach as well.
Oh,
I-
Oh, fuck that.
oh
You
god.
keep spiders around, they eat cockroaches. That's true.
I mean, I can kill both spiders and cockroaches. I'll run away from them for a little bit. I'll retreat into a corner and find a sandal.
And
I
regroup.
don't think I'd try to kill a cockroach. I'd just be fucking terrified. Because fuck
I
cockroaches.
used to fucking hate spiders.
I remember dropping a
but
brick on a
yesterday,
cockroach. and
James
it's-
here
Yeah,
just takes a spider and
And
puts
also-
it on me, and I don't even react. I'm surprised.
And on top of that as well, when you kill a cockroach, if it's a female cockroach, like it'll just give birth on the spot. From what I understand, that it was something I was told at a very young age. Like, oh, if you kill a cockroach, it'll just give birth to more cockroaches once you kill it.
I think humans can do that too, though.
That's called
But a
death
human
during
can't give birth
childbirth.
to hundreds of humans when they die. I don't think that's ever happened.
Australian
Can you
humans.
imagine? You like run into another car and all these babies start popping out of it, and you're like, "Oh, what have I done?"
If you could travel though, and you didn't have to bother with planes and stuff, like obviously you still have to pay the money, but you would
So
just
if you
like
could get the only good thing from traveling, would you do it? Yeah.
Yeah, too right.
right. So it's just the experience of trains and airports and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I hate the
Subtract
most.
too much from it.
If I had a teleporter and I could
I
go
like
wherever
the
I want.
planes. It's just for too long. They're really fucking terrible.
Mhm.
And you know,
8-hour
Ryanair.
flights to
Oh,
the
fuck Ryanair.
Dominican Republic, that was fucking hell for me. Because everybody else on the plane who I was
Oh.
with were asleep, my Game Boy ran out of batteries, my CD, my Walkman, if anybody knows what one of them is,
Yeah.
I would
that
hope
ran out
so.
of batteries as well.
No
Oh.
offense to our viewers who might be children.
But yeah.
Go to bed.
I'll have to make sure I upload this at midnight now.
But you were talking about going to Canada. That's like a fair 8-hour flight, depending on where you go from.
I'll smoke a joint before I get on the plane, I guess.
All right.
Or
They do
pop-
have sniffer dogs.
Pop
Take a
brownies.
Valium.
Yeah,
Some
watch
people
it. They
actually
might
do that.
might ask you like 15 questions before they let you in, like they did for me.
What is your name?
Fuckers.
Sorry, what?
Are you planning on staying? No. What do you do for a living? I don't work right now. Oh, really? So you're not planning on staying? What do your parents do?
They don't work either. Have you
How
not
much
made the
money
accents?
have you got on you?
I've got a 5 and some change, I think.
Oh no, that's a button.
I had more, but then I spent it on weed.
I mean, brownies. I mean, wheat brownies. Oh, God.
Oh,
Did I
can
win?
you say the question again?
Oh, that's good. From a relationship perspective, what is the single biggest deal breaker for you guys?
Australian accents.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with that one. Cassie?
I don't think I'm allowed to agree.
they're not good accents. I agree. If the girl had an Australian accent, I probably wouldn't get with her either.
Well, it's your problem.
What if she had a Canadian
Do I have to travel to find her? So for the last question, I do like travel. It's not bad.
It's a tough one, I guess.
Smoking's a pretty big one.
Yeah, I love a girl who smokes. That wouldn't bother me.
No, I hate motorcycles and I hate drinking and driving. I couldn't deal with either of those.
Oh, but I love drinking and riding motorcycles.
Oh, what's a deal breaker? Somebody who can drive me to the off license so I can get more booze.
That's a deal breaker?
If they do
That's
that,
like a
they're
deal
done.
broker.
I don't know. I'm not picky. I mean, deal breaker. Is she breathing?
Ladies, pay attention.
Is she breathing? I don't know. I've got a thing for Irish accents.
Okay, you guys know deal breakers mean that it's like... it's like, if you have this quality, it's off.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I thought it was like the
Not a deal
one.
maker.
Oh,
When I
yeah,
said
like,
motorcycles and drinking and driving, I didn't mean those turn me on.
Wait, they don't?
That sounds going to sound really bad. I said, are they breathing? Like I'm an necrophilia.
Me too, girl. Just hold your breath for a bit.
No, keep doing it. Yeah, you gave up too early.
I mean, to be really, really picky, there's certain types of music I fucking despise, so I wouldn't want to be around that
Really?
all the time.
What if they just didn't play it for you?
That'd be fine.
So then,
So essentially-
I don't
deal
really have
breaker.
any deal breakers.
Not yet.
Not yet. I've not met the wrong woman yet.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
Or any woman for that matter.
one day.
Soon.
Not soon, no.
What kind of stew when I say that?
Ravi deal breakers?
I already said it, smoking.
That's your only one?
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, smoking, I don't know.
I'm buying on to look on that one.
No. There is
So
no
close.
quality a woman can possess that will stop
I
you
don't know if
sleeping.
I don't think I'd consider that a deal breaker.
What's that?
It's smoking.
Smoking?
If
So
you-
it's going to sound kind of stupid, but a horrifically bad Scouse accent. Because that sounds that sounds. I know I probably got one, and it's because I don't hear it.
I don't know.
but-
James just said he hates Australian
They're
accents.
not good.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! I mean, a girl who takes Scouse slang to the absolute maximum. I can't stand it. It fucking irritates me. So yeah, I guess that'll be a deal breaker for me.
Fair enough. Well, still on that sort of shit. Would you rather break up with someone or have them break up with you?
Have them break up with me.
Have them break up with me.
Break up with someone.
Oh, see, Ravi's a real man. He'll break someone's heart.
For a laugh.
Sorry.
Is any of that speaking
I don't
from
like
experience?
you. You're kind of fucked up, and
It's not me, it's you.
it's really not me.
I would rather have them hate me than have me explain why I hate them.
I have to hate someone to break up with them. I'm going to stick this relationship
It's
out until I
strongly
can't stand
recommended.
I'm sorry, but you're just a bit of a cunt, to be honest with
I
you.
mean, like, if they hate me, then they have less to get over, right?
Like your like
But then you
subtle
have to
racism
pretend
is
to be
just not doing
disappointed.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
no.
No, I really don't. Then they say,
Yeah,
like,
but
oh
this-
yeah, let's break up, and I'll be like,
Sound?
No,
a week
but
later, I'm okay, they're okay. If I break up with them and they were actually, like, they were really into me, a week later, I'm okay, they're not okay.
Yeah, but what if you're in a situation where you really, really like the person and they just break up with you?
I've never had that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you can
but,
surely
like, what-
imagine how terrible that would be. Cassie, it's over.
He's serious.
I'll do anything for the views.
Well, if that got us views, I don't.
Is any of that from experience?
Yeah.
Oh.
Way back when I
Story.
was like 16, 17. Oh god. The girl I was going out with was a fucking weirdo anyway, but... Oh, bye Cassie.
Or hello. Alcohol.
There we go.
Just
we
to get
can
over.
finally have a drink of Strongbow together.
Oh my god.
It's happening! Yeah, it's not much of a story, just... I wasn't really fat when I was 15, I guess, so 15, 16, 17, I guess, so...
And then I got fat, so she'd break up with me.
She broke up with him and he went to food.
Uh,
Oh, Christ. I'd rather just not break up with anyone or have them break up with me.
Fingers crossed.
This is a tiny glass.
Just avoid relationships altogether.
Oh, it's yeah. Alright, Dave.
cheers.
Do you guys want to stop talking about relationships? Because there's a lot of questions
I
around
don't
it.
really care.
We could have
Yeah, I'm
one
not
more.
bothered.
Okay, well, since Dave already tried to answer this one, what's like a good thing you look for in someone?
Breathing.
Right.
That's good. I don't know. I've got to think. I would say Irish accents, brown hair.
You like Irish accents?
Yeah, love it.
That had to be one.
Southern Irish, Republic of Ireland, not Northern Ireland.
I wish we had a mic by Stu so we could hear his laughter.
Oh, well, I've got a thing for Scottish accents as well.
Scottish boys with
He
long hair.
refuses to be in this podcast so hard.
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
Yeah, people are so boring. Give me something to work.
Like, there's nothing that, like, there's not one single thing that would be like, oh, fuck yeah.
I need to have that, I guess, in a relationship.
Yeah, I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of preferences that I know of. Sometimes you see a person and you're like, yeah, they're pretty attractive.
James, for example, he is gorgeous.
It's true though.
Look at that facial hair.
Look at those
You
eyelashes.
guys.
They are pretty good.
Next question. What's your favourite thing about me?
His eyelashes. I love scruffy hair. It's fantastic.
I like his fashion sense.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, he dresses really well.
That goes
Looks
under the radar.
fantastic in skinny jeans.
I don't actually wear skinny
I
jeans.
good lord.
No, but
thank
I've
God.
pictured you in them.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Gorgeous in them?
I do have good legs, Cassie, it's true.
I haven't actually. I just want to
He's drop dead gorgeous.
drop dead gorgeous.
Oh, God.
See, now he's too flustered. He can't keep reading.
God. Guys, come on.
Don't hit on me, silly boys.
You guys all play video games, right?
No.
Occasionally.
Sometimes.
I wasn't going to ask anything about that. Oh, can you
Was that the
cook?
question, or?
Can you guys cook?
Um,
Can any of you cook?
If I have an adult with me.
I can cook things.
I already know you can't cook them.
To,
if
to like,
there's instructions on the packaging, I guess, yeah.
I can cook things to eat them. I can't cook things to feed people.
Can you work the washing machine in your own house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know Dave. Story
That was
time.
a loaded question.
For any viewer that might still be here, today, with the 5 of us in this house, Dave decided he should walk his laundry to his nan's house instead of figure out how to work his washing machine.
It's got too many buttons on it.
It has like 3 buttons.
Exactly, that's too many.
They have words on them, they tell you what they do.
I can't read. I can barely even speak English.
It's true.
Biggest fear?
Water.
Spiders. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
such a cop.
wow. Water.
Water?
Yeah.
Like the ocean or all
Like-
water? You have to drink it.
Like all water.
I am terrified of a bath.
Yeah, no, I am!
That's why his foot stinks.
I don't like, being immersed in water freaks me the fuck out.
I like being immersed in water.
No.
Actually, I love it.
But
It's
you
just-
hate water.
But I hate
like,
like,
I'm
I
afraid of like big bodies.
Like, I
of
have
water.
to shower. I would
Because I
not take
can't
a bath. Because I cannot stand the feeling of being immersed in water. It makes me feel like something is going horribly wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I hate dentists as well. I had to have two.
I'm with you.
I had to have 2 root canal surgeries on the same day once, and that was fucking horrific.
I hate dentists, but it's not a.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
recommend it.
It's just my dentist was absolutely shit.
I like my dentist, Dr. Sayal. Shout out to Dr. Sayal.
He like fucking poked holes in my mouth for every single tooth to check if the gums were healthy.
Jesus.
This was after like his like assistant had stuck a metal plate thing in my mouth to fucking X-ray.
Way. Clean up on aisle 2.
This glass is really small.
Jesus Christ.
This is the perfect shirt.
That is a good one.
It acts as
In the words
Towel.
of Ravi, that's a pretty good shirt. Shout out
quote
to
Nate.
Nate.
Water splash looks like a dick.
Only it's not water.
No, it looks like England.
Oh my god, it does!
Yeah, see?
God bless the Queen.
You see got Scotland at the top, little hip.
It doesn't look like England if it's in Scotland then.
At least we entertain ourselves.
Mm.
And the 3 people who listen.
There are not 3 people listening by this point.
I can't even think of 3 subscribers' names. I've got 2.
Shout outs, come on.
Soul Score.
Soul Score 89!
Yeah.
Niall. And it's Nio. So
Who's that chick that was...
That's her.
Okay.
And the guy, he comments on...
Ripped sneakers, where are we at?
Shut up! Just give us a fucking secret there. And this... I always forget his name. His name begins with a D and his display pictures of fish.
Oh, no, I've seen him. He commented on a few videos.
He comments all the time, but I've never remembered his name once.
Oh.
Well, he's never going to comment again.
Fucking Archer's a cunt.
You have a fan base of 3 and you can't remember all of them.
No, there's more. I just can't remember. We've got 57 subscribers. I mean, at least 10 of them aren't us.
I'd say 20.
They're just robots.
I just clicked on this thing. It's 150 plus random questions. I thought that'd be good. One of them is, do you dream of a future with me?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nope.
Actually, most of these are really fucking weird.
Well,
who do you find most beautiful among my friends? These are weird questions to ask people.
I don't know your friend.
Stu. Has to be.
Jeez, we put him in the barrel already. Oh wait, this one's actually not too bad. What are your pet peeves?
Purposely, misspelling things in text fucking bugs the hell out of me.
People chewing way too loudly.
Firefox crashing.
Like there's typos that people make because, they spell the word wrong. That's okay, but people who, write, you as just the letter U and shit like that starts really fucking
I'm just
bothering
gonna
me.
start doing that.
Actually,
all the time now.
I do have one, but it's very specific to me. My mum gives football players stupid fucking nicknames, and it really pisses me.
Like CR7?
Like, she used to call Adebayor, come by our my lord. So that kind of
great.
thing. And oh man, it just irritates me so much, I can't fucking stand it.
What about calling Carlton Cole can't control? Fucking great.
If my mum started saying that, I'd probably, yeah. If somebody else, I don't, maybe it's just a thing with my mum, I just fucking hate it.
Probably because she likes Everton.
Yeah, that's a
the
big thing
banter.
about it. The banter. Late Nights on Dave, sponsored by Witty Banter.
And horriblesubs.info.
Old Speckled Hen, sponsors of Late Nights on Dave. Dave is a TV station, all things good. Should probably throw that out there.
Just remember, horriblesubs.info.
If you could have a conversation with one current famous or famous person from history, who would you talk to?
Ooh.
So, someone who's still alive?
Either or. They can be
You
dead.
said current.
Or someone from history.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't listen to the full question.
I'm
I
not quite
thought
sure.
current applied to both things.
I'm not quite sure what I could contribute to the conversation, but probably for me would be Christopher Hitchens.
Who?
Nobody knows
Yeah,
who
you
he
could
is.
just pick their brains.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
mean,
just ask him random questions.
Christopher
I
Hitchens had a
guess.
brain tumour, so it's kind of in bad taste.
Not lung cancer, though.
It was lung cancer?
Yeah.
Shit. There you go.
I'm not related to him, so don't worry about it. But yeah, it'd be a bit of Christopher Hitchens for me.
Pretty good one.
You should pick up his books.
Is
Let's
there
go.
anything in particular you'd ask him?
There's only one girl here, James.
Yeah, but it'd be
What's
funny.
your name is not a good question.
We could introduce everyone again.
I don't know, really. I'd like to go for a drink with him. Like, just have a drink and see how the night goes.
Right.
See, that's what I would think of for people. There's no one I could think of that was if you were to ask them a question, what would it be? Because either it would be something that would actually be impactful to know things.
If I had to ask one famous person a question, it'd be like, Stevie G, how did it feel to win the FA Cup for Liverpool? With that really young long shot.
You should have said, how did it feel to lose to Stoke 6-1?
but he did score, so...
Well, that's true.
We still got beat 6-1, you know, but...
Yeah, I don't know, for me, if it were
But
one
it's not
question, I can't
entirely
think
his
of
fault.
anything.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I don't really care if it's just one question. There's nothing I really care about personally.
If I could go to watch one person do a lecture, for example, it would be Christopher Hitchens, I guess. Because I'm not quite sure how I'd start the converstion off, apart from, so, what's it like being dead?
That'd be a great question to ask, actually.
And
Yeah,
considering he was a really, really big atheist, like that'd be interesting. So, have you met God yet? What's he like? Is there a God? I don't know. Is there a bar in heaven? And
No, it's heaven.
Is my
Probably
name,
is a bar.
is my name on the list? Because if not, I really need to change that.
Like you would.
Probably not.
Yeah.
What about you, Ravi?
No comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't really have anything.
It's one question. I don't really care that much.
No,
about
I
it.
said you can have a conversation with them.
Are they gonna give me any like useful information that I can share?
They're not going to lie to you.
I don't know.
Nothing. Past family members you don't want to talk to?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, maybe.
I'm probably to speak to my granddad, I guess. But if he's anything like me,
Maybe.
I'll fella, not for too long.
Actually, I know. I'd probably speak to a dead family member then. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Let the dead stay dead.
It's fair.
Fair enough.
No, if I had the option to, I probably would speak to the dead.
Speaking of Christopher Hitchens, do any of you guys believe in a god?
No.
Or any sort of deity, higher power?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All of them?
Jesus, Allah, Buddha, save me.
I believe in the FSM.
The flying spaghetti monster.
But no, atheist.
It's not mine.
Oh, sorry. sorry, Cassie.
No, it's fine.
No, it's okay. Topic off it with mine.
Oh, okay. it's not that important. It only costs what, £3 for Oh well, thanks. You really topped it off all over your table.
I was only this table's
You
crap.
gotta hoover that up now, you can't let that go to waste.
Yeah.
Where'd you put the lid?
That's some good table.
That was actually the rule when we were staying in staff accommodation up in the mountains. If ever alcohol touched the ground, you had to hoover it. Which meant if it was in the carpet, kitchen floor,
Slap it up.
You were drinking that.
I can't.
Go on. You can bend it too much, maybe.
Wipe it off the bed sheets.
Oh, sorry, I'm saving that.
Actually,
for
I
later.
should get more blankets like this, or more shirts like this.
Just start wearing blankets.
Don't wipe it up. I'm saving that for later.
Alright, you're taking someone on a first date. Where do you go?
Someplace that you want to go.
My room.
Me?
No, that someplace. That
Well, I mean, if it's taking you out.
I don't know, James.
I'd probably go out for a drink.
That's
It's
what
a shock horror, but yeah, I'd probably go out for a drink.
Probably take him to a museum or something.
Hey, Stu.
What's your answer, Stu?
Yeah.
Depends on where I met them. I would probably take them to a movie.
Oh, that's
You
shit.
can't have a conversation at the movies.
Yeah.
Are we in 10th grade again?
Yeah, try to get as far as possible.
No, they would try to say something and you'd be like, ah!
Okay, what kind of movie?
Alien vs
comedy.
Predator.
A comedy.
Alright.
That's safe.
Who's starring in this comedy?
Adam
It could
Sandler.
be Adam Sandler.
Fantastic.
I don't know, he was pretty good at Click.
You turn that around quick enough. Yeah, a drink or a meal, I'd say.
Well, both.
I'd rather
Meals
just
followed
yeah.
by a drink.
person.
It has to be a light dinner, though. I do want to get drunk.
I kind of just want to go to a museum, really.
Yeah. No one else has
We
to
got
go.
two.
Yeah,
Someone
what?
else.
What's the Liverpool Museum? I saw that in the sign. It said Liverpool Museum, and we were like, what
we've
the fuck
got
isn't that?
Loads of bugs in cases, dinosaur skeletons, Roman and Egyptian artifacts,
The rated.
stuffed animals, lots of stuffed animals.
There's a lot of really fucking good museums in New York City.
See, that sounds kind of neat, but at the same time...
Oh, there's a planetarium as well. It's,
I love planetariums.
yeah, we got like a big light show up. It's like at the ceiling. They got like a
That's what
tour
planetariums are.
around the universe and stuff like that.
Dave, why don't you take us to these fun things?
Hey, Dave.
That's like a bus and a 5-minute walk. That's a lot of effort.
I'd be okay
We
with
could go if you
planetarium.
want. I'm not opposed to that. I've not been to the museum
If we
in a while.
don't, if we run out of things to actually do, you know.
I don't think we will in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is going to go by really fast. I'm going to be really fucking sad really fast. I know, it's really neat meeting you guys.
Real.
Like, we're not going to get to hang out like this probably ever again.
Oh, shut up.
See, it's sad.
Portage 2K16.
I'm
He said
going.
he wasn't coming.
No, fuck him. We don't need him.
I don't think I said that at all.
You did. You
Yeah,
said
you
you.
did. Oh,
You
that
said
means
you
he's
would
good,
not
he
come to
is.
Canada. Specifically, you would not come to Canada.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
All right, now he is coming. So
Nice. Okay.
don't
well,
jinx it.
Are you coming?
No comment.
I have to keep you on the hook.
My house isn't that big, but yeah. Well, I'll buy
Neither
air
is
mattress.
mine-
This
neither
is
is mine, really.
your house is
That's
bigger
on
than
the
mine. It
spare
has
bed.
2 floors.
Oh, you live in the bungalow?
Yeah.
You got a basement, right?
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
People don't sleep. in
I'll
that
bring a
basement.
sleeping bag.
Why not?
I would pimped out the basement. By
It's
the way.
very interesting. He wants to put a pool table in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah! Alright!
There we go.
I'm game for that. Can I
Literally.
sleep? Hey! Can I sleep on the pool table in a
Yeah.
sleeping bag?
Only if we put down a sheet or something.
Bitchin'. I'll be in a sleeping bag.
That works.
Put down a sheet. I'm gonna piss myself.
Yeah. So put down a
You
sheet.
might. We'll probably be drinking a lot.
Oh, that pool table will be covered in
Well, we're going
piss
past an
stains.
hour, so we've
Booze
got.
stains.
All right, one final question. We'll wrap it
I was
up.
gonna say 2.
Really fast.
I'm having
No
fun.
one is listening at the point of an hour.
Who cares? I just want to talk.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
nice.
Yeah, it's alright for you. I gotta fucking think of the question.
Hey, you're fucking reading the questions.
Yeah, and
off.
these are all shit.
I know.
Find the best website.
Well, that last one was, have you ever kissed a girl?
No.
Of
And I
course I
liked it.
have.
Whoa.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
I know I haven't.
Oh.
Wow.
Fucking queer.
Sophie asked that last night when we were doing the fucking Never Have I Ever.
Did she?
Yeah.
I
Pretty
must
much
have-
everyone but me drank.
I must have
I
been
wouldn't
outside smoking or something like that.
Hey, this is good. Would you ever go hunting for sport?
No.
No.
Holy shit.
I'm quite.
You're asking 2 vegetarians
No,
and a
you've
guy who
been.
doesn't leave the house.
You've been hunting.
Yeah, but I've never killed anything.
Well, technically you're still hunting.
I didn't have a gun.
Oh. Were you just trying to stab it to death?
No, my dad was super fucking ass
Fucking
mad. because-
hardcore.
No, my dad saw this buck go off into the woods, right? So we climbed out the tree stand. He was like, Cassie, stay here and do not move. So I'm sitting there, right? 4 does and so, like 3 other things came around me. I was just sitting watching them. They're all within 20 feet of me. Like they just walked around me, and I was sitting there like, cool. I was like a fucking 12-year-old kid. My dad came back, and I could see him come out like. Like he couldn't shoot any of them because I was fucking sitting there, and he doesn't want to shoot does anyway. But yeah, he wasn't happy.
I'm
with that.
one of those assholes who's happy to eat meat, but I'd never fucking kill the thing myself.
That doesn't really make you an asshole.
Oh, it does.
No, it doesn't. It kind of does, it kind of doesn't. But I don't want butchers to go out of business, you know what I mean? Like, I've got, you know,
Have a heart.
I have a heart. I care about the local economy. I'm not quite sure where Ulster Fry comes from. Only the butchers know where that comes from.
Alright, one last question, James.
Donkey's ass.
I have to make it a good one then, hey. Or not?
What's your favorite
This isn't even a
color?
question, this says describe me.
You're faggot.
Those are really bad questions.
Yeah, I know. Alright, I'll just think of one.
Found the websites?
You guys all call it high school? Like,
Yeah.
age,
Yeah.
like 8 to 12 grades?
Yeah.
No,
9 to 12.
high school for us is
9 to 12.
it's 11 to 16, I think. Is it?
No, grades, not
It
age.
don't mean year.
Oh right, yeah, we got a different. It's different here.
Yeah, okay.
It's basically your final year of school. Final years.
Oh right, final year of school.
What was your favourite subject in high school?
Math.
Religion.
You must mean maths.
History.
We'll let that slide, because English
Well,
wasn't the thing.
actually, it would have been electronics, but the course shut down in my last year, so I didn't get to take
My
it, so it
favorite
was
class
math.
was geopolitics.
Geopolitics.
It's fucking great.
Like ironically enough, probably my second favorite subject would be English because I love the creative writing side of things, but you know,
Yeah, and I decided to
Don't let
not
him
be
talk,
a
put a waste.
history major in college.
I did really like history.
That's what I
but
did.
my teacher was.
What are you fucking
Fucking
laughing about? I'm
awful.
working at a potato factory now. I made it big.
Yeah, I majored in anthropology though, so
That's what I was going to major in.
kind of.
Actually, we were talking about this the other day. Where are you going to med school? Because you're not staying in New York, are you?
No, it's in New York.
Oh,
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
We were
It's
talking
actually
about that.
in the city this time. Like,
I was waiting for the
In
surprise,
Manhattan.
and I'm going to Liverpool U.
Really?
it's in Manhattan, and I'm actually living in Manhattan. This
Okay,
time.
we
What
brought
will-
that up once because I didn't think you were going to be in New York anymore. I was like, wait, actually, Ravi got accepted into a med school and he probably would be in New York. So we were like, yeah, New York 2K18.
When we all go to New York, can we reenact, like, Sex in the City? And I
You
get to
can
be
reenact
Charlotte.
Sex in the City.
I'm Charlotte.
The
Oh,
Scouse-
Samantha.
I've never seen it.
Wait, was Samantha the Scouse girl?
She was the brown-haired one, I think.
No, the
Yeah,
blonde,
that's
the
Scouse.
blonde-haired one was
Oh,
definitely a
yeah.
Scouse.
Oh, let's wrap the episode up.
She's fit, so that's me.
Wrap it up.
Oh,
wrap it up.
you're the host. You go.
What? Oh, Sex and the City's great.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, if you actually did make it this far, congratulations.
Hang on. The outro music.
Okay, now
Go.
do it.
Yeah, thanks for suffering through this.
You've been here with.
Yeah, so obviously, like I said, we've been here with Dave,
Hello.
Cassie,
Goodbye.
And Robbie.
Bye.
and Ravi. We've had Stu intermittently. Round of
It
applause
was
for
great.
Stu.
Bye.
And some of us will see you next time. Have fun, guys.
See ya.
No one is gonna watch that.
I mean, I could have edited that in. I just chose not to.
No. Leave it as it is because it won't make a difference. You don't need to put work into that.
I'll just leave like this little last bit of the conversation.
But you should
as
put
well.
like a little like fucking like memo or something in brackets saying it's not really about anime.
put-
I listen to the whole. I
Conversation.
listen to the whole thing anyway. Whenever I have to do anything. So here's some more Girls Dead Monster listeners. We're still going.
Did they release the teaser or is that later?
The what?
Well, they had that big. Remember this big countdown on the site?
Oh
And it
yeah,
was
that
for
was
another
a
Girls
new
Dead
visual
Monster?
novel.
But there was an album, wasn't there?
No, there was